everyone, welcome to Espresso. Thanks everyone for joining. I want to talk about people that are in toxic work environments. And there's someone that called me the other day and they were like, I'm in a toxic environment, I'm super unhappy, it's really affecting my mental health. What do I do? And I mean, the obvious thing is like leave, right? I mean, that's always the advice. I mean, like happiness is key, right? But of course, economics plays a point, and you can't just leave a job if you've got bills to pay and all of that stuff. So, it's a really difficult one. And I think, for sure, happiness is so important, right? Like if you're not happy in a job, you don't do your best work. And it's depressing, right? It just affects everything. So like for me, number one, if you're in a toxic environment and you're not happy, start looking. And there's a load of things you can do that are proactive that make you feel like you're trying to get out of the scenario. I mean, obviously, number one is just like go in and quit. Like thank them for their paycheck and off you go. And if you are in a position that you're able to do that, like you've got some savings, like or etc. whatever, like you just don't have to work for a bit. Awesome. And like I think go do that and you'll be in a way better place. If you're not, then I think there's a lot of things you can do, like dust off the CV, resume, get that together, get your LinkedIn profile together, make sure like everything looks super slick, start connecting with people that are in your space and just start networking and stuff. Have conversations. You never know what's going to happen. Start applying for jobs, jump on LinkedIn, jump on other jobs boards, speak to recruiters. Like be proactive, because when you're doing stuff that's positive, again, you're going to be in a better mindset. And you know what? You're going to start to like see opportunities, and you're going to start to see that not everywhere is as bad as the place you're at. And it's just an absolute no-brainer. The big thing the person I spoke to said was they were really worried. They didn't want to look like a job hopper. They hadn't been in the job very long. They just felt embarrassed. It's like, well, what are people going to say? Why did you leave? Are they going to think it's me? Are they going to think I'm the problem? Is it going to stop me getting another job? All of these things that were going on in my head. And just for me, it's like, hey, if an interviewer can't appreciate that you had to leave a toxic work environment, then that isn't the place for you either. I think when people are hiring, they've got to be, open to hearing the story. Just looking at a CV, if someone rejects you just because you've left us for 6 months, more fool them, and you're going to get people like that. Some people, that's how they filter, and you can't get away from it. But I think even more importantly, you've got to do what's right for you, and you've got to be in a good frame of mind to do your best work. And you only live once, you've got to be happy. And work is the thing you do most in your life, pretty much, right? At least 5 days a week. Some people work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 7 days a week. A lot of people are grinding hard. And of course, like some people do stuff that they don't like, like the thing they've got to get, you got to get money, you got to earn money. So, economics plays a big part in these things and stuff. And if you're lucky enough to have found something that you enjoy, amazing. If it's the people and it's the culture that's toxic, life's too short, So look, everyone's scenario is different. No one size fits all and stuff, right? So you've got to think about what's right for you. But whatever scenario you're in, if you're unhappy because the work environment's toxic, just start looking for other stuff. And if you're not happy because you're not enjoying your job, just full stop. Again, like think how you can move the dial forward. What do you want to do? How can you get there? Any courses you can do, anyone you can speak to that's doing the job at the moment. Like you can kind of sit down and plan stuff. And everyone, no matter where we are in life, whatever we're doing, we can always work on improving ourselves and trying to improve our situation. Have that strong mindset and just keep on grinding and keep on moving forward. So, value yourself, advocate for yourself, and keep driving, So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, drop me a DM. Please do not forget to subscribe in all the usual places, and see you soon. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate all of your feedback, thoughts, comments, all of that stuff. Don't forget to subscribe in all the usual places: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that cool stuff. Feel free to leave a review and DM me with any feedback. Much appreciated. Have an awesome day.